Hey Metal Maniacs, this is Metallickitty of Decadence, and you're thrashing it up on Dave Softees Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio!
Screaming guitars, something real, a body feels, the cotton red and thrash. Unrepentant, six for the kick, not the fame, okay. No restrictions, free expressions, six for the hard way done well. Caught in action on the 16th. Too much back to see real. Try to feel it, touch and feel. A metal strike, buckle up tight, and see who can take the fight. Unrepentant, six for the kick, not the fame, okay. No restrictions, free expressions, six for the hard way done well.
Alrighty, Metal Maniacs, here we go. Please help me welcome to Metal Messiah Radio, hailing from Stockholm, Sweden, one of the most inspirational female-fronted vocalists of our time, the one, the only, the stunning Metallickitty of melodic thrash metal band Decadence. Welcome to the Metal Meltdown, Kitty. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for your patience and for the chance to talk with you. This is something I've been looking forward to for a very long time.
Thank you for the warm welcoming and for the opportunity to talk Decadence with you all.
Well, Kitty, we're here to talk about your brand new offering, Decadence's sixth release, six tape. We want to learn all we can about this killer new release from you. But first, I want to congratulate you on your last offering, Undergrounder, the band's fifth release. And I thought this would never happen, being that the band had split up after Charge Point's release.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And yes, the six tape release is just around the corner. It will be out on the 1st of November. So back to Undergrounder, it was a really special time for us as it marked our return after a long break. And it was amazing and so much fun recording and getting back to the scene with a big bag.
Can we discuss what led to the band's decision to split, and more importantly, what led to the band's reforming to give us more great metal?
Sure. I founded Decadence when I was 15 years old, and I've been managing and playing with the band for 10 years up until that point. So it was simply time to rest a bit. I actually wrote a chronicle on the music industry around a month ago that's called Independent Music Does Not Have Souls for Sale. And that's up on our website and Facebook, where you can also get some insights and the stuff behind the scenes of an independent band like Decadence. There's just a little bit of extra energy they have to put in to make all work, and it was time to breathe a bit.
Thank you for taking the time to explain and give us all the details and information on this matter. And now let's talk about six tape. I, for one, am stoked to have this brand new music from Decadence.
I'm really looking forward to hear all your reactions on six tape, both the good and bad ones. We will make good use out of feedback in any case. We pushed ourselves to all kinds of limits with the previous album. That was also our comeback album, Undergrounder. It feels great what we accomplished with it and the new level we took Decadence to. And this time around, it was as older and hopefully wiser and more determined with what we want to do. And we're standing strong with underground music ideals after all these years. And for our upcoming album, six tape, all tracks will again be available for free share, as well as a physical album for the diehard fans.
How did the music and lyrics of six tape all come together? Could you please inform us on that?
Our main message is DIY and underground. We stand for anything that's possible with the right mindset, and that there is pride in creating something from scratch, to be rebels and to dare to do things your own way. It is this attitude that is the core of the Decadence Sweden brand. That is also how we create the music and related art to inspire people to do the same. Six tape in itself is a word mashup of mixtape, number 6 in our discography, and erotica and playful double meanings that is twisted into the lyrics that are praising independence. So this will be seen throughout the album, both in the titles and twisted into the sentences. I will share things in the lyrics that are motivating to me and ways of thought to get through situations. It's about how we feel our places in the scene and what we want to communicate to people. Plus, we're a band with thrash metal at heart, after all, and that means we're ranting about the system here and there, too.
That's quite interesting, and the cover art is very colorful. Who designed this? Did you design it, and did you redo the band logo?
Recently, we shared a story on our Facebook page that is about the background of the art of Decadence, where actually all designers are women. So this time around, we worked with a young girl from Georgia in East Europe. She's called Russo. She did the front cover, and I've done the rest of the booklet, the inlay and label art. For the actual artwork itself on the front cover, I had a kind of crystal clear image in my head of what I wanted the front cover of six tape to be. So when I first plotted this image, it was actually back in 2013, so it was a long time ago. And the idea was, crazily enough, to kill off my character, Metallickitty, which sounds kind of strange today. But yeah, I put all my stuff on the ground, I took a shot of it, and now many years later, Russo helped me to do the exact opposite in the form of amazing artwork. So all my stuff are there in the image. It's a statement that Decadence is ready to hit the stage again. Plus, we're also honoring the genre influences in the music that we had throughout the years through the color and design. And the band logo is also slightly refreshed this time around.
Yes, I noticed that. Beautiful. And could you please tell the Metal Maniacs out there who currently makes up the rest of Decadence? Because I'm not totally sure about that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's Kenneth Lance on guitar and I. We have known each other from a long time, even before Decadence, and we've been writing music together for over 18 years. So, yeah, Kenneth and I have always been behind all Decadence songwriting, so in that sense, our music still grows on its solid base.
And with the nature of the underground metal, Decadence has always been independent, like you said. And in your experience, do you find that this is the best choice for you? Or are you seeking other avenues, such as a major label or something along those lines? Or are you content and happy with the way things are going for you?
Decadence chose the alternative path by choice. Our philosophy was to give everything that we've got and go where it would lead us. So even if it meant remaining as a non-commercialized underground band, you simply have to set your goals from the start to know where you're heading. And our passion is in creating our own music and everything around it. And if you have that same passion, it does not matter if you become world famous or not. I often hear that Decadence is the most underrated band in metal. And when I hear that, my thought on it is that we decided not to go big. And as a consequence, we remained underground, but we stayed true to our ideology, and that for us is what success is.
Thank you for touching base about that and giving us more detail, and I totally understand where you're coming from. And I want to know something about where would you say would be the best place for a fan of Decadence to get the CD and other merch to support the band?
The best source for Decadence CDs and merch is the Deca Shop. It's decadence.se/Deca Shop. That way your support financially goes straight to the band. So that's awesome.
That is awesome. And what sort of merch do you have currently available to our fans? I also want to give your Facebook link, Decadence Sweden.
In the Deca Shop, you'll find t-shirts, patches, picks, badges, and we're constantly on the lookout for new ideas and wishes from our fans.
And are there plans to make any new official music or lyrical videos for Six Tape?
Yeah, there will be lyric videos for all 9 tracks. On Facebook, you will also be able to follow more discussions about the lyrics in the coming weeks after the release on the 1st of November. So Facebook is definitely the quickest and best source of Deca news. And that's facebook.com/decadencesweden.
That's awesome. I'm looking forward to that because in Underground there you had lyric videos for all the tracks. That was awesome as well. And would you like to mention any of your live shows from the recent past? And if I understand correctly, Decadence is no longer performing, but is there any chance that within the near future that you would have any future touring plans lined up? Is there anything you could share with us about that?
All our promotion is pushed by fans, for fans, through street teams, fan clubs, and metalheads from all over the world. In addition to amazing fan-driven concerts during the years, one memorable concert is when we visited Venezuela to co-headline with Hyrax. And that show became the summing up of the 10 years together with Decadence, and the Venezuelan fans actually still celebrate anniversaries from that show every year on that date since. And I'm very happy to say that we're open to book shows again, so we're back.
That is amazing. I'm very happy to hear that you are back. I hope to see Decadence sometime in the future. Come to New York. Yes. And what are among your proudest moments being in Decadence?
I gotta say, I'm so impressed with Decadence fans. They are really what has made this band and what has brought us back to doing this again. I'm so grateful for that, and I want to make sure everyone knows who made this band. And it's not me, it's not Kenneth, it's all of you fans out there. In the chorus of the Underground track Manifesto, there is a line that goes, "The one who is many." And that is referring to Decadence and all the fans around us carrying the band forward. And that is our biggest accomplishment.
I'm sure your fans all around the world appreciate what you say, and that's really sweet of you to say that. Can you share with us any interesting or extraordinary stories that you would like to share? We'd love to hear it if you do.
I was a teenager when we started. Everything was new and anything was possible. And that also reflected on the vision and goal for Decadence. It required deep and burning passion and guts to make it happen. And something did happen, and we're still here today. And Decadence has been inspiring to be part of for all these years. And the greatest feeling of all is that we've done it alone. And that means without ever being signed to a label. We released 5 full-length albums, and we have the 6th one on its way. And 2 of these albums were released within 1 year. And we also have a garage bootleg in this discography. And now we're back to continue spreading the message. And the message is to be independent and to do what you believe in without relying on anyone or anything. And there is pride in creating something from scratch and acting rebellious and dare to do things your own way because you believe in them. And that is what we stand for.
That is awesome. And if you'd like to, at this time, would you like to talk about what you do when you're not doing Decadence? Now, I know on your personal page, all the information is really there that you're into fitness and that you are working as the CEO at Heavy Dose and more. Would you like to elaborate on what you are doing besides Decadence? Because you do keep a very busy schedule.
When I'm not doing music, I'm working at the Nordic's biggest sports nutrition company with IT. And for those of you who follow me on Facebook, you'll see I'm much into weightlifting myself. Generally, I live an active lifestyle. A fun fact around that is that I recorded an entrance song to a young female Muay Thai fighter around the time Underground was released because we trained at the same fighting club.
Kitty, thank you so much for spending time with us tonight on the Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio. It's been a blast. Really thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Kitty, is there anything that you wish to discuss that we have yet to talk about?
We can mention melodic thrash metal. That is what we call our genre. You will hear an interesting synergy of thrash metal elements mixed with death metal elements in a way that will remind you of the good old days with some energizing new touches.
Before we go, Kitty, is there anything that you would like to say to your loyal fans tuning in around the world?
Thank you, Metal Messiah Radio, and all you metal maniacs who listen for supporting Decadence. Keep fighting for what you believe in, because if there's a will, there's a way. Something I keep telling myself after all these years.
Thank you so much once again, Metallic Kitty, for joining me on the Metal Meltdown tonight. I wish you and Kenneth and Decadence overall great what's left of 2019 and a wonderful 2020. The best to you and to Six Tape, and may you reach all your goals and have outstanding shows. Please keep in touch with us. Let us know what shows you may have coming up, and may you have the best of success for many years to come. And please know that you're always welcome back on the show.
Same to you, Dave. I hope all of you will get a real adrenaline rush after blasting Six Tape, and see you around.
All right, Metal Maniacs, let's crank up some more Decadence with music off of Six Tape and crank it up loud.